Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Today was a hilarious day. So first things first, work was good. I enjoyed work. I had a good time. Uh, got a lot done, and yeah, everything was went great at work today. It was 8.5 hours of just solving puzzles pretty much. That's what I do for a living. I solve problems. I People report issues, and I come up with solutions, and track down and troubleshoot. It's a new thing every day, and I enjoy it. So, had fun doing that. A lot of interesting problems today. I did have to climb around some bushes, and I'm feeling a little itchy. So, hopefully that's not a problem. I'll find out after I get out of the shower, though. If I put some lotion on it, maybe that'll be better. But so I watched live the vote on cloture at the Senate today, and it was interesting. I mean, it was still 51-49, but it was interesting how they got to 51-49. This asshole's gonna pass me on a double solid. Really, dude? No, he ain't gonna do it. I'm recording you. Yeah, that'll be funny. But yeah, it was 51-49, but it was 51-49 because one Democrat voted yes and one Republican voted no. And I can only guess that they had agreed on this before, because very rarely does the Senate go to a vote where everyone, anybody doesn't know what the vote's going to be, what the outcome of the vote's going to be. They're very, the whips make sure they have the number of votes they need before they go to a vote. Otherwise, they try to keep debating or keep the debate open to get the votes they need. So the Republican from Alaska that voted Democrat, or voted no, that's kind of weird, and we'll see where that goes when it comes to the final vote tomorrow. So this, basically what cloture is it's like calling the question, if anybody's familiar with Robert's Rules. So you're voting to vote. You vote to finish debate. Basically, that's what you're voting on. To end debate and move on to the final vote of the topic. So that's what they did. They voted that they all agree, 51 people, which is a simple majority, agreed that it's time to move on to the final vote. So Saturday they will move on to the final vote. I do expect that the Republicans will have at least 50 votes. At least. And then it'll go to Mike Pence and it'll be approved. So Judge Kavanaugh will be approved tomorrow. Anybody that is upset about that, well, you're upset about it. There's nothing else that can be done at this point, because it's gonna happen. So there's that. For against Kavanaugh, there's some things that I disagree with him, policy-wise and, interpretation-wise, the Constitution, but not enough really for me to get overly, calling my senators and telling them that, I'm a constituent and I'm against it. Just, And if the accusations had proved to be true, I would have been 100% against them, and anybody who wasn't should seriously consider what their life is. But there's no corroborating evidence. There's no evidence whatsoever, and I don't care what anyone says about anything. There is one truth in this country, and that applies to everything. You are innocent until proven guilty in all aspects of things. Innocent until proven guilty. I am not about to get into a world. I don't want to live in a world where accusations can just end your career or, get you in trouble for this, that, or the other thing. There are plenty of people out there that will lie to get you fired. Are you fucking kidding me? Plenty of people that will lie to get you fired. Not even for Supreme Court hearings. They will lie to get you fired from fucking Walmart if that's where you work. This is ridiculous. People do it all the time. I've heard stories about it. I've talked to, people that have had friends that have gotten fired. You can't, no. It is innocent until proven guilty. That's what it is. That's how it is. You can't change that. That's the principle in this country, and that's how it's going to stay. So you can fuck off. And then getting on to funnier stuff, Lindsey Graham telling Democratic senator that the stuff they pulled is bullshit because he said that the nomination or the process was bullshit. Or no, he said that the Democratic senator said the investigation, the FBI investigation was bullshit. And then Senator Graham said, well, what you guys have been doing these last 2 weeks is what the real bullshit is. And I'm glad that they've finally grown a spine and standing up to the Democrats to just make these off-the-wall allegations and label and until, just berate until people will either believe it, or if you don't believe it, then you're evil shit. Like, I'm tired of being, just screamed at by the extreme regressive left that authoritarian pieces of shit that think they can just scream at you and call you bad names because you don't agree with them. And if you don't agree with them, you are a hateful, sexist, Nazi. No, fuck you. You can fuck off is what you can do. I'm tired of that shit. I don't always, I'm a registered Republican because I want to vote in the Republican primaries and, help try and bring the party back towards center a little bit. And I don't always vote Republican in the general elections. I don't. I vote for who I think the best candidate is. And I am being pushed daily away from ever voting for a Democrat ever again. I don't think I'm going to ever be able to vote for a Democrat again because the people that are voting in the Democratic primaries are putting forward socialist, authoritarian bastards. I'm not sure what that was. Something from work, I think. But, they're pushing forward socialist, authoritarian bastards, and it's just stupid. What are you doing? No. So, Lindsey Graham was hilarious. Calling the Democrats bullshit and like I'm saying, that's why I call them the regressive left, and I don't refer to all of them as Democrats because they're not real Democrats. They're not real liberals. The shit they're pulling and the shit the Democratic Party is letting them pull, it's going to destroy the Democratic Party. It's only a matter of time. They can't keep up this. They need to fix themselves. They can't keep this up because it's going to pull themselves apart. So, yep. So Lindsey Graham was hilarious. And then Orrin Hatch trolls the shit out of some protesters. These protesters that are in the Capitol building right now that are ambushing Republican senators because they're going to and from elevators and trying to stop the elevators and the shit they're doing, trying to pretty much just shout them down and shout at them. I don't know. I'm not necessarily against that people are allowed to go into the Senate building and, yell at senators and stuff. I don't think we should stop that. So let me just put that out there. I don't think that we should stop or try to, make it against the law or something for people that go in there and yell at senators. I'm not against it. I think these particular people are stupid, and Orrin Hatch trolled the shit out of him. It was hilarious. But in the grand scheme of free speech, the fact that we can go in and yell at our senators is a good thing. It is a good thing that we can voice our opinions right to their face. So we'll keep that going, and then it also makes for great videos like this where they start yelling at Orrin Hatch, and Orrin Hatch just kind of throws him a wave or whatever because he doesn't want to talk to him. So he's just gonna throw him a wave, get in the elevator, and go up. And this group of protesters loses their mind. They lose their mind. The one woman says, "You don't wave your hand at, shake your hand at me. I shake my hand at you." What the fuck kind of argument is that? What the hell kind of rebuttal is "you don't shake your hand at me, I shake my hand at you"? What? What? Oh man. And then they get in the elevator and they're berating Orrin Hatch, and Orrin Hatch is just not fazed at all. He tells them to grow up, and that's what, sparked her to start yelling at him. Orrin Hatch is like, "I'll talk to you when you grow up," because it's true. They're being childish the way that they're acting. And maybe sometimes being childish is a tactic and whatever not. That's discussion for another day, for another, free speech debate on tactics and whatever. But as far as this right here, Orrin Hatch handled this like perfectly. Yeah, I'll talk to you when you grow up. Gets on the elevator and then kind of gives them the, like, it's an in-between of the bye-bye wave and the shoe fly wave. And it was just hilarious. It was, in the last 2 weeks, I have been, like, just getting just more angry. And, like, not because you're for or against Kavanaugh, just for the way that specifically Hirono, Feinstein, and there's two other senators, the blonde lady and the bald guy, the one that pretended to be a veteran. I don't know if that story is true or not. It's just the one I've seen, and that doesn't phase my opinion of them or one or the other until I investigate that for myself. But definitely the way that they've been acting and the way that they handled this situation and the way that people have not admitted to it. The fact that they did not, they won't admit, they refuse to admit that these four specific particular senators are pieces of shit, and the way they tried to use sexual assault as a weapon, a political weapon, is unfucking called for. It is appalling and atrocious. Women are pissed. If you don't think women are pissed, like a good majority of women are pissed at what the Democrats did, then I don't know. But the women I talk to are pissed, because every time something like this happens, people complain that they never take, rape seriously or accusations seriously or whatever like that. This is why. Rape accusations, sexual assault accusations are a serious issue and should never be used for manipulation like this. Never. When they got they should have reported. When they got it, they should have reported it. That's it. Holding on to it and doing what they've done and grandstanding on the back of this, they've set women back 10 years in their strive against sexual assault, and it's fucked up. So thanks a lot, you four fucking pieces of shit for setting women back on sexual assault accusations, because it's gonna be a while before people don't bring this up every time there's an accusation now. Every time there's an accusation now, we're gonna have to hear this shit. Thanks to the fucking four of you. Mostly the four of you. And then everybody else that joined in behind that shit. So, alrighty, I'm gonna cut it off there. As you can see, some lights just came on my dashboard, so I'll be taking my car to the dealership tomorrow to get the ABS module replaced. That's what those lights are about. My ABS module's gone bad, so I'll be taking it to the dealership to get that replaced tomorrow. So, fun! And I'm on vacation for the next week, so I might not go live. I might not post, because I only post when I drive. So, yeah. So, until next time, have a good weekend. If I don't talk to anybody before then, have a good week. And, yeah, this is, the Liberal Conservative signing off. Have a good night. Bye.